Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Wave the Brush with me, your host, Kris, aka Mini Wargamer Kris, aka The Name Butcher, aka Hey You, Get Off My Lawn. Wave the Brush, the most informative 120 minutes on the internet on the wargaming lifestyle. We'll talk about painting, terrain, conversions, and everything under the sun. We usually delve into a lot of painting talk, as well as a lot of what's under the sun, meaning no topics are barred. We'll talk about anything and everything. Life. Politics. I don't know what else is there other than wargaming. These days anyway. And of course, if you are brand new to the show and you've never attended live before, you can always ask your questions in the comments if you're attending live. And of course, if I don't get to your question, the monkeys usually will answer your question as well. But of course, monkeys are very knowledgeable folk. And so they've pretty much been watching me for a long time, and they'll know pretty much what I will say to a lot of responses. But feel free to ask your questions. There are no stupid questions here. If there's something that it might seem like it's boggling you, and you're not sure, this is where I encourage you to ask your questions. Of course, you can always send your questions to Kris@miniwargaming.com. Send it as an email. If you have pictures, send it as attachments. Don't send it off to like links to other sites, because that's just, it gets really annoying, and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's basically just because a lot of those sites, they have like ads and stuff like that, and it's just it's just annoying. So yeah, sorry, I'm just doing some late minute adjustments here, as Kris was not 100% prepared today. Shocking, I know, shocking. Kris wasn't prepared? Really? He wasn't prepared. My God, man, what will become of the world? So, speaking of monkeys, who's joining us today? I can see, as soon as it loads, I can see Aqua, yo, Dark Commission, hey, Kris and monkeys, Raziel, greetings and salutations. Been a long time. Yes, it has been a long time, Raziel. Sofa Bear, what's up? Kevin Cabal, greetings, fellow monkeys. Eben Flo, sup, everybody. Sir Peanut Butter, morning peeps. John J, at Sofa Bear, love your handle in a non-gay way. It's okay if it's in a gay way, too. Why not, right? I mean, everybody's kind of gay these days. Over on Twitch, I can see Kilo8878 and Grim, my buddy Grim. How's Grim doing today? Thank you for the cookies, Grim. Everybody enjoyed them. I couldn't remember, for the life of me, I couldn't remember what the heck you were sending. I thought it was the beer batter thing, but it wasn't. It was, and so yeah, again, thank you. All the boys loved them. Everybody enjoyed them. The bag disappeared on me, so somebody was eating them. Because I had the bag on my desk and then it was gone. So your bread was thoroughly enjoyed. Brutal as kittens, morning, oh monkey lord, morning. Sir Peanut Butter, fan of the brush edition? Yeah, is the fan a little too loud? I can always turn it off. It's just that it gets kind of warm in my lair, and I mean, maybe I can just shut this over a bit. We'll deflect some of the. Oh, we still get some of the wind. We still get some of the wind, but I imagine the noise is reduced a bit, right? Okay, is that better? It's probably better. George Hens, hey monkeys. Ghost of Starman Deluxe. What's up, monkeys? Got back from my local GW store anniversary less than 10 minutes ago. The show started. I bought Knights of Renegades. Start collecting Skitarii and a pair of Armiger Helverins. What the hell are Armor and Helverins? What the hell are those? I don't know what those are. Jim White, hello. Hello, individuals. Aqua episode 214, again in the Cessna 172, and the thing to cover the windows so nobody can see what sex is going on in the aircraft. Hey, don't knock Marilyn, man. Don't knock Marilyn. John J. Chris, what end of the brush does the paint go on? Does the paint go on? What end of the brush does the paint go on? The little end of the brush that kind of where all the little hairs are sticking out, that's where you want to put paint. Congo, it's a trap. He's Chris's evil twin. Old man Logan, there he is. Hey y'all. King 5555. Hi, sweet Kris. Had a week off. Now, fling paint at the models. Fling, just fling it. It's like a slingshot. Aaron Siege, howdy Kris and Monkey Brethren. Jim White, let us be happy. Let us be happy. K Jelly 421. Hey Kris. Aaron Siege, episode 412 or 214. Wow, can't even read. Everyone is kind of gay nowadays. Where am I here? Ben Ellis, hello Monkey Lord, monkeys. G squared, hi Kris and monkeys. Ghost Armor, no, Kris, the Armiger Helverins are the mini knights with the big auto can. Oh, okay. Oh, those newer ones that came on the box, that came like in that box set not too long ago. I think that's the one. I don't know. You know, I wasn't really paying attention. That's how you know I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention. Where am I? Was there any comments over on the Twitch side of things? Grim, glad y'all liked it. Awesome. Yeah, we did. We enjoyed it. We gobbled them up. King 555. The Armiger Helverins are Squire gunboat for knights. Okay. Dark Commission at Aqua. Have you turned 13 or something? I don't. Is Aqua 13? I thought you were like 12, buddy. I don't know. K Jelly, Kris, what will you be doing tonight? What will we be doing tonight? Well, I mean, if you're a longtime viewer of the show, you know I don't got no plans. I pretty much wing this, as it were. And but we do have a whack ton of emails to catch up on. So I think we're going to probably be doing a lot of emails today because, wow, I'm like way behind. Well, because I was behind one episode, then I missed an episode, and then that episode was in missing of more episodes, and then of course the last episode. Rambling now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, usually it's just the beginning of the show. It's just a lot of, you know, how do you do and such. Of course, I mean, we have talked in the past about returning, you know, the painting portion of the show where I used to kind of, you know, do like a painting demonstration, stuff like that. And we put it up to a vote not too long ago. Well, it's probably about over a year now. But, you know, people were okay with the current format of how I do this. And so, you know, I kind of just stick with it, right? I mean, if everybody really wanted a demonstration on stuff, I mean, could easily do it. I got a little setup going on over here, and, you know, so, yeah. More and more, my monkey lair is actually kind of coming more of my studio. I still have to fix some of my decoration. I got to get some of my posters hanging and stuff like that, and, yeah. Telendor. Hey, everybody. What's up? King 555. Wave the Brush, episode 214. Kris is an email frumpy cat. A frumpy cat? Are you saying I'm rather frumpy? K Jelly, sounds good. How the new show you're filming going? It's actually going pretty well. The hard part with that is, like, normally, like with quick tips, stuff like that, painting tutorials, I talk to the camera or I talk to the mic and I kind of just say what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of ad-libbing it, really. And it's more or less answering the question for the quick tip, right? And whereas with this new series, because it's intended to be more of a guide, I have to create it more as a procedural. So and I'm scripting everything that I'm saying so that I'm not rambling, right? Because I tend to ramble and you know what I mean? And So it's often that in the videos, and so we want to have a much more professional, polished kind of quality to the videos, make them stand out from the rest of the videos, and still be something that will be concise and time worthy today as it will be tomorrow, kind of thing. And so I have to script everything out. And so as I'm scripting out what I'm talking about, I realize I kind of have to make up procedures as to what I'm talking about, and kind of create this whole thing for painting. It's basically as I'm writing it, I realize that I'm creating a painting guide as I'm writing it. So yeah. Jeez, where the heck am I? C.W. Kreiner, feeling lazy. Aldari Lamborghini, hey y'all, what's up? Here for 15 minutes only. Oh, well, that's okay. Aqua, episode 214, spit hot quick tips in the mic. MC Kris. Like, just start, like, beatboxing and rapping the quick tips? Might as well, right? I mean, who knows? Who knows? You never know. I might give that a try. It sounds like it might be fun. So, yeah. Dark Vision, episode 214, Shako, greatcoat, musket, and sandals. Dark Commission, are you referring to the recent Fort George video I posted, where I was firing a musket in sandals? It was kind of fun, though. It was me and Alex who got to fire the muskets. It was a lot of fun. The musket had no kick because obviously there's no bullet in the gun, right? So, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. First time ever firing a musket. King 555. I haven't been at Away to the Brush in 2 weeks because I had scratched cornea. Yeah, that's right. I remember you were talking about that in Discord. Raziel, Kris, sadly I'd lost my Vault membership due to some stupidness. Renew. I don't know. There's probably a whole lot of stuff you're missing out on. A whole lot of quick tips have been done since then, and yeah. Or did you get like a lifetime Vault membership? If you got a lifetime, just contact Mini Wargaming support and get your login information back. Eldari Lamborghini, I will, Old Man Logan. Work's got me here till 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll be able to jump into Discard right after, though. Awesome. Dark Mission, yep. Oh, okay. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it. We're planning, hopefully before the end of summer, we're planning on hitting the American one again. Because that was a lot of fun. And I don't know if the kids came with us on that one. It might have just been me and the wife. I don't recall. But either way, it'd be kind of cool if they had a musket demonstration as well. Now, I recorded a musket demonstration on that side years ago. If you go back through my channel, you'll see kind of a guy holding a musket. And that one was quite some time ago. And yeah. Well, go back again, film more stuff. I mean, it was really quite a treat the day that I went to the fort, that they were doing the cannon and the musket firing and stuff like that, because they normally, I don't think, do that. I think it's usually like a one-man demonstration, and I don't think they pull the cannons out that often, so that was a real treat. Aqua, the revolution has started, except with muskets and not with AR-15. Jeez. Whoa. Raziel, well, I hope I had the old type, and now I have to pay a lot more to get the silver level comfort, so it's hard for me to justify. Kinda wasn't my fault it lapsed. Kinda wasn't my fault? Brutal as kittens, why have water when you can have paint? Exactly, that's exactly it. Why? I mean, you don't need electricity. You just sit by the window and paint. You don't need electricity. You don't need heat. Technically, you don't even need a roof over your head. If you see some artists from way back in the day, they used to just sit there out in the sunlight with their easels and their paints and just, they just paint away. Could do that. You don't need electricity. Utilities. Enforcer. We need to see Kris in full uniform as a general leading the charge. Yeah, I don't know if that would be the case. I mean, if we were going to be historical about it, you know, because one of the stories they were telling about was when the British were holding off the American side, and it was 90 warriors who held off, I think, 1,000 men. I thought that was really cool. That was a nice thing to include. They usually don't include that kind of stuff. They oftentimes in Canadian history, when referring to like you know, the War of Independence and everything like that, they don't often include the contribution that a lot of Native Americans played in you know, the creation of these two countries. And because, I mean, like, there was more of us at that time, and so there was quite a few of us that were fighting on both sides. Now, Ojibways were allies to the Crown, and I think on the American side, I think the Six Nations were fighting alongside them, which is Iroquois, Mohawk, Huron, all them folk. So, yeah. Anyway. Jim White, Kris, do you keep your cell phone ready to take pictures when driving in the car? And if so, have you taken any awesome pictures recently? I do have my phone with me, and I do, like, I often think I should have my regular DSLR with me. But often, a lot of photographers say the best camera to have is the one that you have on you. And so I always have my phone on me. And I've recently gotten into the habit of quickly, because it's an iPhone, and you can just simply, right from the home screen, even before like entering a code or using your thumbprint or whatever, you can just swipe and activate the camera, which I thought was really cool because that's a quick way of getting to the camera. Also figured it was kind of an exploit too, but anyway, quick way to get into the camera and take some pictures, kind of thing, right? But I have taken some pictures. I took recently a panoramic. I had when I was on my holidays. I went early in the morning because I was going to catch the sunrise coming up over Niagara Falls. And, of course, my luck, it was a hot, humid day, and the sun was just totally obscured. And I'll probably still play with the photos, but, yeah, I was a little disappointed because everything still had this really strong blue cast, and like the sun had to have already been at least probably like a good couple inches above the horizon. And it was still just kind of a little bit of red peeking through, and so, yeah, it wasn't my morning to catch pictures. I've been meaning to do that since I moved here, that I've wanted to get up nice and early and catch some sunrise pictures of the falls. But I haven't succeeded yet. Grim, that kind of thing is neat. My brother was trained volunteer in the local spot where it was said the conquistadors. He was legally able to use black powder on the premise along with halberds and maybe a sword for demonstration. He learned how unpleasant plate armor in Florida is. Oh man, Logan, I picture Kris as more of a bugler or little drummer boy. Yeah, a bugler. No, probably a drummer. Jim White, yes, painting outside is fun in good weather. Yeah, why not, right? Raziel, PayPal messed up my auto draft, and I even tried to fix it before it lapsed, and it still didn't work. I contacted Mini Wargaming, but they say they can't reinstate my old subscription, so that's that. Yeah, no, I know that they can't redo the account. Once the account is lapsed, I know it's gone. It's just the way it was set up, that once it's done, it's done. Ebb and Flow, episode 214. I get no utility from my utilities. Grim, sorry, where it said they landed. Oh, where they landed. Enforcer, oh, Kris, forgot to ask, how did the table come out? The table, oh, the coffee table. Well, I posted posted pics on Instagram. If you just go to thewaytobrush.com, you'll see the link for my Instagram. You just click it and you'll see the tabletop. I don't know if I posted it on Facebook. I don't think I did. Maybe I should have. Oops. Anyway, yeah, I posted it on Instagram. Took some quick photos. Stupid me though, I didn't take pictures before I started work on it. I mean, I have lots of family photos where you'll see the coffee table, and everybody who knows us knows the coffee table because we've had it for like 25 years. But this was like something that was just, you know, it was on my brain for like the last couple of years. It was, you know, it's on the honey-do list, and I wanted to get it done, and I was like, gotta get it done. And then we got busy with other stuff, and it was like, well, you know, Monday's coming up here, and you know, you can always work on it Monday or Tuesday. And I knew that if I don't get it done before I go back to work, I won't get it done. And so I got it done. Bang. You know. Bing, bam, boom. Done. Ben Ellis, I have Kris not down as a drummer boy, but more of a noise marine. Noise marines, yeah. Like the old school noise marines, the ones that had the big guitars and everything like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. The big mohawks on their helmets and stuff. Yeah, they're awesome. Talking, Way the Brush, episode 214. Kris is a commissar now. Commissar. I can empathize with a commissar. I mean, like personally, when I see cowardice, yeah, I want to kick that person in the ass. I can't abide by cowardly actions and cowardly folk. I can't abide by it. I just can't. I want to kick them in the ass. And if I was a commissar, I most likely would shoot them. The first person who said, "Oh, I don't think we can do it, sir." Anybody else think they can't do it? No? Great, let's go. John J. Kris, have you ever traced back your heritage? My heritage? No, I know exactly who I am. I'm Kris. I'm from the Crane Clan. I'm from Kitagon ZB, which is Garden River. I'm Ojibwe, or more correctly, Anishinaabe, of the Anishinaabe Nation. Family history, I've been told many stories of such. But as far as, you know, yeah, I mean, like, right to my grandpas and stuff like that. I mean, like, you know, they both fought in the Second World War, and yeah. No, I know a lot about who I am. I think it's very important for people to know who they are. Very, very important. In fact, we kind of got on this yesterday on Discord. We got a little bit heavy, and that's the problem a lot of people have these days, is they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are, and they don't take a certain amount of pride in the accomplishments of those that came before them. And so, yeah. Anywho, Daniel L., good afternoon. Good afternoon, Daniel L. Grim Comrade Commissar Kris, 'tis another wonderful day in the Empire, yes? Would I have to do with some sort of accent? I always imagine Commissar kind of talking like a bit like a Russian. It's a wonderful day in the Empire, yes? Anyway. Congo, Kris, the beatings will continue until morale improves. Exactly. Exactly. I'm a firm believer in good beatings. Really good beatings. Now, we're not talking like S&M type stuff, but, you know, just a good swift kick in the ass just to get some people motivated. That's all people need sometimes. You just got to kick them right in the behind. And it's unfortunate that that kind of thing is frowned upon these days, to motivate people, because some people are just so slow and dim-witted that that's all they understand is a good kick in the ass. And I think what it comes from is the fact that their parents didn't hit them enough. And yeah. Jeez. John J. Kris, out of all the YouTubers I watch, yours is the only one my wife allows on the big screen. LOL, kudos to you. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mrs. J, for letting your husband watch a show on the big screen. I will try and keep it clean and not too blue. I will try and watch my mouth, but sometimes when I get worked up, it slips. But otherwise, kudos to you, ma'am. That probably was the. That probably sounded really bad. Like, ma'am, like, what, you think I'm old? No. Sorry, miss. Thank you, miss. Thank you, young lady. There we go. That'll always get me out of trouble. Thank you, ma'am. Or miss. No. I'm going to shut up now. Which is why I'm always in trouble with my wife, too. So, anyway. Enforcer Kris, you will now needs a Jukaro commissar model. Like a little monkey commissar? What if somebody did like a faction of like monkeys? Like, you know, and they put them in like Acadian uniforms and they had like monkey commissars. They had like gorillas as ogrins, and somebody do that. Somebody do that. That'd be cool. John J. Kris, LOL, I meant your ancestors. My ancestors? Well, my ancestors, I mean, yeah, we're Ojibwe. I mean, I do have some French lineage. Now, when exactly the French side mingled with the Ojibwe side, I'm not 100% sure. I know that the Bello family has a crest in, is it Normandy? Because they're Normans. But yeah, there is a family crest for Bellows. It's a big fist holding a chalice. It's a big fist holding a chalice. And so I think Bello doesn't refer to, because Bello literally translates as beautiful water, right? But if it's a fist holding a chalice, is the beautiful water really water, or are they talking about the drink, like mead or beer or wine? You know what I mean? Like, is the Bello line a bunch of alcoholics? And apparently, in my research of Bellows, Bello is the root, I guess, the root family name of most of the names that have Bell, like Belmore, Belmont, names like that you see, like even in through the rest of Europe, you'll see, like, you know, well, any like the Bell names. But Bello apparently is the root of the family name. Apparently, in the research I had seen. Jim White, Kris, or have you written down your family history to tell your future grandchildren? My future grandchildren, as opposed to my past grandchildren? No. But imagine if the internet is still a thing. Well, my grandkids can watch this crazy crap, and to all of them, hey, I tried. John J. Kris, totally true. Yeah. Old Man Logan, episode 214, shooting cowards and hitting your kids. I love it. Right there. That's it. Where's that one? Those are words I can live by. Those are words I can get behind. Oh man. Where's the Twitch one? There it is. There we go. Shooting cowards and hitting your kids. That's today's show. Thank you, Old Man Logan. You win. You win the prize. Old man, you win the prize today. What's the prize, you say? My love and admiration. Me love you long time. Dark Commission episode 214, right up there on the big screen. Oh, that's kind of good too. Damn it. Oh well, old man won. John J. LOL, beating them for their own good, I say. Phone book in a pillowcase leaves no marks, I heard. Phone book, yeah. The phone book one is true. I mean, from what I heard. The pillowcase one, I don't know. Maybe like a pillowcase full of soap bars? No. That's gonna leave a mark. Pillowcase? No, I've never heard the pillowcase. The phone book one, though. I've heard it works. Enforcer 357. Well, Monkey Canadian Guard, I think I found a good idea for a kill team. Oh yeah, kill team. Yeah. Yeah. So like all the guard are chimps. The officers might be like orangutans, And like, if you bring ogres, they're gorillas. It's like a whole Planet of the Apes thing. Planet of the Apes in 40K. Blown. Old Man Logan sounds like a new Space Marine chapter. Fists of the Chalice. That's a good one. That is a good one. Damn, Logan, you're on a roll today. Yeah, he must have had his Wheaties this morning. Yeah, that's a good one. Fist of the Chalice. So somebody do a search. Is that one taken? That's got to be. That sounds like something that's already been taken. Dark Wisha at Old Man Logan. Good title. Ramvi. Hey, you monkeys and Kris. Hey, ya Ramvi. Congo. The prize is a beating to improve morale. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes I walk up to Quirk, like we'll be on a break or whatever, and I'll walk up to Quirk and I'll look at him. We'll be a long silence. And I'll look at him and have you had your slap today? Like, have you gotten slapped at all? Like, because I'm pretty sure he was not beaten enough as a kid. I'm pretty sure he was coddled to. He was probably till the day he was hired, I think, by his parents. And he needs a good ass kicking every once in a while. He's one of those guys I'm referring to that needs an ass kicking, just to set him straight and put him on the straight and narrow. Focus. Grim. I know as far as corporal punishment in schools, it is said to have negative effects on the morale of students and something like that. All hail education minor. Random, I know, but it came to mind. No, I think so. I mean, there's a certain point at which a slap just doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work. And I mean, I'm not honestly, like, in all seriousness, I'm not above, disciplining your children physically, but there is a certain point in which you stop. There is a certain point in which it stops, and that's when it becomes non-effective. As a form of discipline, and that's usually probably around 2 or 3. That a kid just you can actually reason with the kid now, but like from a small little child, where the vocalizations are just beginning and concepts are just really early. You introduce some of those kind of things early on, and for my kids, it stopped really early. They were still in diapers, barely walking, and let them know some behaviors are not acceptable, right? A little slap on the hand, don't touch that. That's hot. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain concepts that convey the idea much faster than trying to reason. I mean, have you tried to talk to a 1-year-old and have a rational conversation? Not possible. At least it's not likely, unless of course the kid's a super genius. But I have yet to see evidence of anything like that. So, I'm fine with little slap on the hand. Don't touch it. The kid's 5, 6, 7, and you're still smacking him. Yeah, you got to find other means. It's take away the Xbox. Take this away, and there's other forms that will get your point across when the behavior is not acceptable, either in the house or socially, right? So, yeah. Anyway. Daniel L. Did you already choose some pictures of paint workstations for your Facebook post? Actually, yes, I did. I chose a few. Daniel L. I don't know if I chose yours, if you posted. It was some of the photos I might use periodically throughout the video, because basically what it is just as a segment in the video when I'm talking about workstations, because basically I wanted even people who's were like working just from like a little TV tray and just had like their paint and and just simple little humble setups like that to the big elaborate setups. I wanted like all of the in between as well, and I kind of went through and picked the ones that really kind of looked good on screen and were like good pictures. And then of course, there was a lot of submissions, and some of them I might use other elements, like some of the workstations or lamps, or things like that. So don't be surprised if your picture does get used. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be using them all, because there was quite a few that got posted, and I am thankful. I should post a thank you actually on the channel for everybody that did post a picture. Taking time to post a picture. Enforcer Kris immediately runs to Lee. Lee, we need Planet of the 40k apes. Build, slave. No, we would just say, Lee, could you possibly, build 40k Planet of the Apes, Imperial Guard? You gotta ask Lee nicely. Otherwise, he gets really grumpy. Razia, I think Knights of the Chalice is taken. No, but we said Fists of the Chalice. Fists of the Chalice. Knights of the Chalice? So but Fists of the Chalice isn't? No? Okay. Dark Commission, Snow Quirk. Or Quirkflake. Quirkflake. Yeah, he is a little snowflake. He had some really first world problems. Oh man, if you could have heard the kid yesterday. Oh my god. Anyway. Old Man Logan. Looks like Knights of the Chalice is an RPG game. Fists of the Chalice not taken. Interesting. Maybe we'll have to make a Fist of the Chalice. Eldinator. Anyway, took a shower and missed something. Why are we hitting kids again? Because kids, oh man, because the kids, man. Sir Peanut Butter, improving morale. Exactly, all the above. Because the kids, and we got to get the morale up there. Because, it's a problem, man. Kids these days. They're just not beaten enough. Jim White, Fist of the Chalice sounds like a successor chapter to the Knights of the Chalice chapter. Their chapter master, K. Bello. Yeah, Fist of the Chalice. I kind of like that. Could Fist of the Chalice also be like a successor chapter to Imperial Fists? Have like fists like that with the cup? No, I guess maybe turn the like the Imperial Fist symbol, right? It's like a big fisty symbol, right? Fisty. Anyway, and just turn it sideways and then put a cup in there. There we go. I think we got it. Ghost Diamond Deluxe. I think as well as the only being for a certain age of children, you have to also not hurt them too much because otherwise they'll just hate you. Well, right. But I mean, like, we're talking like a slap on the head. I'm not talking about like smacking the shit out of your kid. That's just child abuse. But when they do something, you know what I mean? Like, to convey that idea. Now, I'm talking about when they're small and that they're not able to communicate what is going on. This, to me, is a legitimate communication of that is bad. That's going to hurt you. Don't do that. That's not acceptable. You know what I mean? Now, societal type things, spazzing out in a grocery store. Well, there's many reasons for that. But I mean, if my kids, when they were small, which they didn't, occasionally, I mean, if they started acting up in the car, it was straight, or acting up in the grocery store, it was straight to the car. I just drop what I'm doing. Okay, we're out of here. You're going home. You're going to bed. And that's it. I'll drop whatever I'm doing. Heck, I mean, I've turned the car around when when you're going someplace with the kids and the kids are acting up, and Dad says I'm going to turn the car around. I turn the car around. I said, no, okay, we're not going now. You guys are acting up. You guys, because if they're fighting or whatever, no, we're not going now. You guys just blew it. You done effed up, and we're going home now. Screw it. I didn't want to go anyway. We'll get turned around. Teldinator, I see. Commencing kid hitting. Man. Razio, as long as they're a Blood Angel successor. A Blood Angel successor? Yeah, Blood Angel successor. I could live with that too. Fist of the Chalice? Yeah, because they got the Chalice guys with the blood and everything. I could see that too. That'd be cool. Grim, would they be successors to Imperial Fist or Blood Angels? You think? Yeah, well, that's kind of it, right? Would they be Imperial Fists because the fists, or would they be Blood Angels because of the Chalice, right? It's a good question. Scratch that, you just said too. Yeah. I only just read it. Congo, Kid 2463, your morale has dropped below 50%. Unacceptable. Beatings will commence. Exactly. That's exactly it. It's like an Ed 209 walks around the halls in the schools, comes into the classroom. Child 2463, your morale has dropped below 52%. Unacceptable. Beating will commence, and then he comes over. Boom. I think really what it is because a lot of the things in the world today don't prepare people, prepare kids for real life, for loss, for things that are unacceptable, for the harshness that is still part of this world. There's over 50%, probably 2/3 of this planet live in a much more harsher type of mindset. And the West wants to be competitive, but they don't want to adopt a harsher mindset. And maybe that's why the West is losing ground. Maybe. Raziel, just had my 3rd son. Congratulations. I believe in spanking, but it's not. But it's used extremely rarely. Exactly. No, I'm not. Yeah, like. I'm not for beating your kids. I joke about it. Believe me, I joke about it. But I'm not, but I'm not one of these parents trying to reason with a 2-year-old. I'm not sitting here trying to argue, no, you can't have that cereal because it has this many calories and this, and it's not good for you. Your teeth are going to fall. Kid doesn't understand that. Kid, those concepts. The future has no, like they don't have a concept of future planning in their brains. These kind of things don't. There's concepts, abstract concepts that their minds have yet to grasp, and so you have to. And they only understand the now, right? But they will remember. And if something is ingrained in their memory, even before the point where they could start to reason out things, it still has an effect. Like when my father, up until he passed away, when he yelled at us, I stopped and, oh, he's yelling. Now what is that? That's hardwired into your brain. That, oh, discipline, right? That's the stuff that you got to get into the kid early on. That's where proper parenting has to begin. Anyway, Sir Peanut Butter, Chalice makes you think of sisters, really? I suppose. David Coding, the conversation has gotten too deep. Can we talk about painting or our toys and not parenting tips? Sure, we talk about anything. We go back and forth between painting our miniatures and smacking up our kids. Because sometimes they're one and the same. Grim. Dear Lord, my brother's dog snorted like a pig. You sure it's not a pig? Teldonator. Wow, that backfired. Kids are gangs. Kids are in gangs nowadays. Guess I'll have to move again. Jim White. This can only get better with an email. Do you agree, Kris? Yes, I think so. And since I said, holy crap, it's almost 10 to 1. I haven't even gotten to one email yet. Okay, you guys got to quit talking to me about this stuff. Let's get to the damn emails, man, because I am way behind. So, let's do an email. Headphones. Oh, excuse me. Headphones. Email time. It's email time. And of course, I forgot to set this up properly. Come on. Boom. There we go. Anywho, of course, we always thank Guymere Alfer, aka Carl, aka Beer and Blood Bowl. That's his YouTube channel. Check him out. For taking the time to create those jingles for us that give us a smile and make us laugh. I don't know if Carl's actually been able to watch a show lately. He hasn't been around lately. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't gotten an email from him. So it'd be kind of nice if, you know, I mean, I see him on Facebook all the time, and I see his posts and stuff like that. And he's doing the Beer and Blood Bowl thing all the time, which is, you know, pretty awesome. Check him out. Anywho, this is from Ben. Hello once again, Monkey Lord and monkeys. Here's the week's offering that was unpainted for you just over a year. Kind regards, Ben. And there's no pictures. So, here's the pictures. Let's have a look. And I'm clicking the wrong screen. Ooh. Look at that. Now, did we look at something like this last time? I feel like we looked at this last time. Or maybe we didn't. Maybe I was looking at these and I was admiring them, and it was probably so long ago that I'm thinking maybe I already talked about these. But these are very nice. Thank you, Ben. Really nice work. Love all the transitions you got going on here. This is a really good example of what dry brushing can do for you. I would be cautious though, Ben, of using a lot of layers of dry brushing. I don't know if that's 2 or 3 dry brushings, just to avoid a bit of that chalkiness. You know, you can see how that on your surface just gets a little bit too heavy with the chalkiness. I often, like for dry brushing, if you can go 1 or 2, 1, if you can pull it off in 1, but 2 really should be the max, because if you're going up, say 4 kind of transitions of color, yeah, it'll get really chalky on you. But really nice work, man. Nice and clean. I like your golds. The transitions you got, like at hand distance, like when looking at it like from this kind of distance, like those transitions are seamless. Like it looks like blended, which is really good. Especially like on the cannons, the red and such. And the claws. The claws are just like that. The transitioning on the claws is really, really nice. I like the base too. The base is cool. I mean, usually, I don't know. I'm usually not like wowed by bases. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like, oh wow, look at the base on that. You know? I don't know why. Just not. I should probably fix this screen a bit. There we go. Whoop. Let's do this on the fly while I'm talking to you guys. On the fly? Is that the right term? Screw off. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Really nice work, Ben. Thank you for sending that in. Awesome stuff. Let's do another one. This is from Dave Turner. Hi, Kris and monkeys. Thought I'd drop you a quick update on the Beastmen Orion diorama. Now, I think he updated this again. So I think we'll see another update on this. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Either way. I've added some foliage and highlights to the right side of the diorama. I am slowly working my way to the left. My idea with the trees in the background is to gradually fade them from green to brown as they get further into the Beastman camp, to show them dying off. Similar of how I'm fading the grass into the mud of the base. Still have the models to finish and remove from the bases as you advised last time. I also be adding a couple more Beastmen, also more detailed colored highlights to the base. Off on holidays this weekend, so I doubt I'll be able to watch Wave the Brush, but I'll catch up when I can. Obviously, some critique would be good. Many thanks, as always, Disco Duke. So let's have a look at Disco Duke's efforts of his diorama this week. Very, very nice. Now, the foliage going on in the trees right now, is that like representing something dead or something like that? Because right now it kind of looks more like cobweb. And you know what? Saying that, like talking about cobweb, maybe do cobwebs. Maybe add that kind of, you know, neglected kind of feeling to some of the branches where there's kind of big cobwebs in there and, you know, more neglect. Ryan looks awesome. Like all the green. Beastie Men. I love the mushrooms. Awesome stuff. Almost half expect to see a Smurf in there somewhere. Yeah, a couple more trees, I think. Or fully, but see, I kind of like the composition that you got going on here. Well, you don't quite see it here in this picture, but here, I'll fix this. Like the overall composition you got going on here, how it's like high on the left and it tapers down towards Orion. I like that because that draws the viewer's eye towards Orion. So having this almost triangular composition, which is good. I know there's a lot of compositions that follow this kind of rule. And I think that's good. So the next thing you need to do is shape it. Be conscious of this overall shape of the entire piece when looking at it from this angle. Either be it kind of lower or a little bit higher, but either way, think of that triangular kind of composition. Think of the position of the Beastmen as kind of like coordinates where the eye is going to go. I think the wizard, the Beastman shaman or whatever the heck he is, I think he should be another dominant figure in the piece. I mean, I like the guy with the banner, and I like the guy running up to Orion. He's kind of cool, but I don't think those guys should take away from the view and the composition, because really, I think what it should be is the shaman and Orion are the two main elements of this composition, and the Beastmen, almost like the foliage and the rest of it, are kind of almost like background. I'm not saying repaint the Beastmen, but maybe subdue some of those highlights. Take them down a bit and maybe go for more bolder colors on the shaman. Kind of like Orion, where you have these bold greens and that bright bluish color, and you know what I mean? Like, you have all these really kind of bright kind of sources, right? You might even want to reconsider adding brighter highlights to both of those models to bring them out. But yeah, I really like the composition. I think the Beastman that's holding the musical horn, like from this kind of standpoint, I think I'd rather have him lower, almost like he's in the bush, or over by the mushrooms, more at the end of the ramp that leads up to the shaman there, or maybe have another Beastman or mother element off to the left over there, just to kind of round out the composition. I think also too on Orion's side, I think you could also add little flowers. Little flowers, I think, would also show vitality and life, right? And then if you had, like, say, little dead flowers in the Beastman side and things of that nature. I don't know if you really need that wool on the trees, but I think that tree in the middle of the piece, I think it'd be kind of funny or kind of interesting visually, maybe possibly here, if one half, the side that's pointing towards Orion, had like greenish leaves, and the other side had brown decayed leaves or fallen leaves, or even that side of the tree was dead. So we really get the impression that these Beastmen are immediately bringing death. But otherwise, yeah, I'm digging it. I'm really liking where you're going. Really, really cool. Again, I mean, you don't have to take my suggestions here. Oops, damn it. You don't have to take my suggestions on these things. You could, make up your own mind about what you want to do. Just a few things, a few ideas, throw your way. I don't know, right? Let's do another email real fast, because we can and because we have to. We have to catch up. No, wait, here, hold on. I don't know how this moves on me, but anyway. This is another one from Ben. This is, hello, Monkey Lord and Monkeys. Very quick go at Lamarte for use, but as said, was a rush job, and I also want to chip away the mass of unpainted models. Kind regards, Ben. So let's check out Lamarte. Ooh, look at that. Very cool. You guys seen that alright? Yeah, you guys have seen that just fine. Let's have a peek here. Very nice. I think with his skull, I think you could have went just as bright as he did on the symbols on his shoulders, just to kind of bring that up a bit. But otherwise, I think he looks fantastic. Yeah. And he's got a chalice in his hand. It's a winged chalice. It's not a fist chalice. Oh, wait, what is it? Fist of the chalice? Yeah, fist of the chalice. Yeah, I think a little bit brighter highlights, I think, on the skull face would be good. And I mean, I think he would be really, really awesome. But other than that, I mean, it's really good work. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for sending that in. Awesome stuff. Really cool. Cool. I can't talk anymore. I should probably just shut up for a bit. Anything pressing in the comments? Anything? Disco Duke, the triangular build was an idea from you. Oh, right, okay. I can't remember. Disco Duke, what timing? I just got in. Congo. Kris, unit 545. Your email processing is behind schedule. The meetings will commence. I got nothing else. Razio, what came first, the fist or the chalice? What did come first? Cool. Enforcer, as a Spacewell player, I give this Contempt of Dread a 20 out of 10 wolves. A Dread out of 20 out of 10 wolves? So you really liked it then. Enforcer really liked your work there, Ben. He really liked it. Very cool. So, okay, nothing else pressing in the comments here. We're gonna keep on with the emails. We're gonna catch up. You know what? We're gonna do them all. Let's just do them all. Shoot, I lost my place now. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Wrong damn button. This is from Totem Lord. Good evening, Kris. How's it going? At last week's Way of the Brush, I mentioned the Stormcast that I was painting as a group of knights with different heraldry. So I thought I'd show the two I've completed so far and pictures when they were work in progress. I would ask for advice and tips on how to paint them, but I probably have finished them by the time you read this, and then I would probably just go, oh, I should have done that, but I'm too lazy to do it now. Anyway, that was the short, so I thought I'd share a Warhammer misunderstanding I had a few years back. Picture this scene. It's in the school. You see a chubby, innocent little totem lord scampering along gleefully with some fantasy miniatures in his hand. My art teacher had asked to see some of the models, and I had painted the models I had painted, so I bought some Empire and Dwarves, or whatever dumb name they have in Age of Sigmar now. Now, my art teacher was very politically correct, and I hadn't explained the fantasy setting at all. So I had showed her the dwarves and said, oh, so this is a human then? And I replied innocently, no, it is a dwarf. So my teacher thought, and probably still does to this day, think that I don't think dwarves are humans. And I only realized what it must have looked like years later. Just to be clear, that is not my view. I was just a stupid little moron. Hope that made sense. I hope Kris actually managed to read it correctly, as it wouldn't make sense otherwise. No, I get it. Dwarves. And she asked you, well, dwarves are human. Meaning, you know, they're people, right? And you're like, no, they're dwarves. Because it's a fantasy setting. But apparently, for an art teacher, I can't believe an art teacher is not seeing anything like Lord of the Rings or anything like that. I mean, like, dwarves are dwarves. They're not. In the context of the fantasy setting, they're not human. They're a people all unto themselves. Just like the elves. The elves aren't humans. They might look like humans in the movies and stuff like that, but in the artwork. But I mean, they're not. We know. Within the context of the fantasy realm, we all know the rules. But anybody outside those rules, yes, I guess I could see. You'd have to be really short-sighted and lack a lot of imagination, though, to really take offense to something like that. Yeah. But then again, everything's getting out of hand anyway. Again, why? Because not enough kids were beaten. So he's got this heraldry thing going on, which I think is pretty cool, which is a touch Bretonian. Yeah, I like that on the sword. I like that on the shoulder and the sword. That's really cool. It just gives him an old school kind of knight kind of vibe. Damn. I kind of like that. Especially if you did the knights kind of like grimy and like battle hardened and like their armor's all chipped and you know what I mean? Like you just made them look like contemporary knights with just, you know, just flashy armor. Oh, it's quartered. Oh, that's really good work. That's very nice. I really like the idea. Any tips and stuff like that? Honestly, I don't have anything other than maybe some of the technique. And just like being mindful, like the harsh little shadow lines you got going on. Like, you know, you base the blue areas like in a darker blue and then brought it up with a lighter blue. I think you should have just went with the lighter blue first, and then took a bit of that darker blue, thinned it out, and used like a shade wash to get into those areas. Technically, like as far as technical things, I mean, like I could say a few things, but I mean, otherwise, I love the idea. The idea is really good, and I honestly, I wouldn't want to hamper your idea because I'd like to see this completed, like especially the whole unit of these guys, and they're all done with different heraldry. Especially if, like, on some of these guys with the shields, where you took the hammer and lightning bolts off. Even on the other shoulder pad, if you took the hammer and lightning bolt off. But it's even kind of cool. It's because it's kind of like a Space Marine thing, where if you leave the hammer, and you have the heraldry colors in behind, and it kind of unifies them, yet they're all different. I dig it, man. I really, really dig it. It's because I love Bretonians. And this is kind of like how you can have your Bretonians. This is a bit of, you know, having your cake and eating it as well. Keep going forward with this. I imagine you probably have, but keep going forward with this because this is a really great idea. And I would like to see this brought further. Yeah, like I said, there are some technical issues. I mean, we could address, but that's minor. That's nothing. I mean, if you were entering these for competition or something like that, well then yeah, we could address them, but nah, I don't think so. I like the idea. I like where you're going with this. This has almost got me inspired to pick up some Stormcast and just paint them up like Bretonians. Because it's almost like a Space Marine thing and almost like a fantasy thing. Which is kind of the fun of Age of Sigmar, that it's a combination of the two kind of thing. Damn, that's really good. I like that. I like the idea, man. I like the idea. I'd like to see you go forward with that. And hopefully, like you said in the email, hopefully you've gotten further by the time I've gotten to this, because yeah, this is really, really good. I mean, like I said, there's some things, you know, like the blue. You look like you went with a dark blue and then put the lighter blue on top. I would have went with the lighter blue, thinned the darker blue down just a bit, and just shaded it that way. I mean, some of the highlights are a little bit abrupt. You know, like on the shield, like going from the darker gray to a lighter gray. It's a bit abrupt. But again, I mean, these are minor things. I mean, if you're doing these for play, that's fine, right? I mean, but if you're going for, you know, painting competition type thing, and you know what I mean, like, then yeah, I would recommend, you know, taking more time, try and blend them a little bit more, or, you know, go about it a different way or something. But the concept, I really like the concept, and I'd like to see you go further with that concept. And so keep doing what you're doing, and keep, you know, making the Marines, or the Marines, Stormcast dudes differently. Very, very cool. All right. Another email. This one is from our good buddy, Johnny Wraith. Hey, Kris. Worked all day today on the Knight's base. The idea with the Dark Angel tank is that it has been recently destroyed. That's why it's not entirely covered in this dirt, clay surface. Instead follows the normal pattern in which it would get dirty. I'm debating whether or not to try and add an explosion effect you know, with cotton. I think it would be cool, but at the same time, I'm not incredibly sold on cotton, as it can end up looking like, well, cotton. What do you think? Okay, so let's have a look. And I'm all for cotton. I mean, cotton looks cool. Here is his base for his knight. It looks like he's got a broken up face on here, and he's also got some Imperial debris. I love the texture, like the little skulls in there. Keeps it nice and 40K. Looks really good. I like the variation in brown on the surface. Oxidization on the metal. Nice touch. I like the texture. I really like the texture though. It's really good. So he's got the rhino here, and it's going to get all beat up, and he has the naturally occurring dirt wear. And I guess it's going to get... Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So he's slapping it down here. And then you guys is going to add smoke from somewhere. Are you going to add smoke on the model or on the base? I think on the base, right? To represent kind of like burning and... I really like the spikes coming out of the armor. That's really cool. I think we looked at that, I think a week ago, last episode, or maybe previous. Johnny had sent us in these pictures, but oh yeah, and the hand. I like the hand and the gears. That was really cool. The smoke or even fire out of cotton is cool. There was another way of doing. Yeah, that was the last picture. Yeah, there's another way of doing explosion type effects, and I was really wanted to do it back when Apocalypse came out, because in the old Apocalypse rulebook, the big heavy rulebook, in some of the pictures they had pictures of explosions right on the tabletop. And I wanted to do something like that to incorporate basically kind of an element like an old Epic, because Epic used to have explosion markers to represent, you know, the unit getting pinned down and stuff like that, and taking damage, right? It's kind of like in Battlefleet Gothic. You know, you get blast markers on the vehicle, and to represent, you know, there's explosions all over the place, and they're getting shot at, right? So, one thing you could do to make a small version of that is take something small and round, like a little cap, or you could even probably take like a ball of green stuff, slash it in half, put it there. And what they used to do was they used to take the foliage, you know, like the from Woodland Scenics. It's kind of like a spongy kind of foliage they often use for trees and stuff like that. They would cover that, but they'd also stick in wires and then put that foliage on and then bend the wire so it all had this kind of natural kind of arc. And you could also take other bits of, like, say, straight foam, or even like plasticard or foam core or anything like that, and add like little chunks of debris into the explosion, and then they would just simply paint that. Now, having said that, you could paint it and have this, you know, explosion look really cool on the base. Of course, the other one is that if you could find, you ever go like to the grocery store, and you know, like before you leave the store, there's those usually like the gumball machines, right? Well, sometimes they'll have those little plastic toys and those little dinky little things, but they come in like the two-part container. One part is a clear plastic, the other part is a opaque plastic, right? And you snap them open and you pull your toy up, right? But that clear little plastic dome, it's just small enough that what if you put that on the base? You had an LED, you put that in there, you put the foam on, right? You just color treat the bottom portion of it, and you create the explosion, or even use cotton and did that, and then actually have a flickering flame in that explosion, or in fire, or whatever, right? Whatever you're imagining. I think that would be very, very cool, and I think that would be really awesome. But that's a few ideas there. Upon further research of the old Epic or Apocalypse explosions, yeah, they used to do that for like they basically used like the explosion markers for like the base size. And, you know, so if it was a large blast, it was that. If it was a small blast, they would use that, right? And so you had these explosion markers. I still would love to make some, just for pictures and stuff like that. And I probably should. I probably should just make some sometime. But yeah, so hopefully that gives you an idea, Johnny. Thank you for the email, and it's always great hearing from you. And you know, I like seeing the progress of your stuff. Um, yeah, I didn't know where else I was going with any of that. All right, has the chat calmed down now? Finally, can I talk about other things? Oh, we're still talking about Fist of the Chalice. Wow. Razia, okay, first Fist of the Chalice. Razia, I really like the idea of the Stormcast with the heraldic patterns. Heraldic? Heraldic? Yeah, I do too. I really like that. It's like Bretonnians, man. I think I dig it. Old Man Logan, nice. I like. Dark Commission, good concept. Heraldic Knights. Yeah, I know I think that's something that's going to catch on. I think a lot of people are going to steal that idea. Maybe he stole the idea. I don't know, but either way, that's the first place I've seen that, and I'll totally borrow it. Old Man Logan, seeing the Toys R Us ad underneath the Stormcast is depressing though. Why? Because Toys R Us is no more? Because they're gone? Disco Duke, pretty sweet. Raziel, why is he gotta be hating on Dark Angels? I don't know. Why? Why not? Dark Angels is good enough. It's usually Ultramarines everybody beats on, but you know, whatever. Enforcer, wait. He hating the lion lovers now? He hating the lion lovers? Lion lovers? Do you think the lion will get made into a model? Do you think Lionel Johnson will get made? I mean, I remember there was the rumors like a few months back that we were supposed to get like a triumvirate of, you know, I don't know what the hell it would be, of the other Primarch. Triumvirate of the other Primarch. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. I think it'd be really, really cool. What do you guys think? Be cool? I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be very cool. What would he look like? Would he be old? Would he have like a big beard? Like the cowl and the beard? That'd actually look kind of cool. Because isn't he, yeah, isn't Lionel the first Primarch? So like of all the brothers, isn't he the oldest? I think that'd be cool. Congo, last chance to get the dragon characters like Malkanath and Imric on GW. They just put them in the made to order section. Okay, well, you heard it from Congo. Get on it, people. Rezio, oh hell yes, the lion will get made. Rust 2. Now I've heard the Rust one and the lion one, but the lion one just, it kind of made a bit more sense. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? We'll see. It might also fall within that plastic Thunderhawk rumor category. When people were all about the plastic Thunderhawk. But we did talk about Plastic Sisters for a long time, and look, they're finally going to get made, so maybe Plastic Thunderhawk is around the corner. And I mean, now that GW is selling kits for like $200, $250, I mean, now's the time they could drop a Plastic Thunderhawk and everybody go, I'm in. $250 for a Plastic Thunderhawk? I'm in. Right? Why not? I can't see a Plastic Thunderhawk being more than that. I mean, the Forge World resin ones, because it's Forge World and it was resin. But a Plastic Thunderhawk, structurally, structurally it'd be a lot stronger and lighter than the plastic. So I can't really see them, you know, well, maybe 300. Plastic Thunderhawk, maybe 300, 350. But then everybody would have a Thunderhawk. That'd be kind of cool. Enforcer, the Wolf King cometh. Congo, I'm sure the Imperium will get another large hero to go against Mortarion. Yeah, well, because you got Mortarion and Magnus. I'd love to see an Angron. Or is Angron dead? I don't know. Because you have of the four major ones, you have Fulgrim, Magnus, Mortarion, and Angron, right? Of the four major guys. Because the other guy's like Nighthunter, isn't he dead? And who's the other bad Primarchs? Oh, Parterabo. I think he's alive, isn't he? I don't know. They're the ones they always describe anyway as the ones that become demon princes, right? Or become so massive that they get their own worlds. At least in the old lore, that's the way they describe, you know, Magnus and everything like that. That, you know, they get their own worlds once they go into the Eye Terror and everything like that. They get their own worlds. Rezio, the lion wouldn't look older. He'd be just chilling, sleeping beauty all the time. Oh, right, yeah, because he's supposed to be in stasis or something, right? In the rock? Yeah. That's right. Raziel, GW wants more money and the Primarchs will make lots of cheddar. There's even talk of Sanguinius. Yeah, I don't know how you bring Sanguinius back. Like, maybe they had him in stasis the entire time when after Horse killed him? Like, I mean, you know, the Emperor was like near death. Maybe Sanguinius was near death too. Maybe Sanguinius didn't actually all the way die. Or maybe because Sanguinius, maybe he is maybe like a true vampire that he becomes more vampire. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool, right? Sanguinius actually does come back, but he's more vampire. He becomes really literally undead because of his mutation. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of scary. Although I think that a lot of people would go, well, that makes my Blood Angels kind of bad guys then. Well, too bad. Suck it up. Commence beatings. Congo, Pasig Lenarok is around the corner like 5 years from now or something. Yeah. Zal knows he's alive. He's alive. Angron is a demon prince. Okay, so Angron's alive. I think an Angron model would be freaking cool. But I'd want it to be really different from a Bloodthirster. I think he'd be probably a bit bigger than Mortarion, but I don't know if he'd be Magnus size, because Magnus is supposed to be described as really, really huge, right? So he wouldn't be quite Magnus size, but I think Angron would be like at least bigger than a Bloodthirster. And I'd like to see him like kind of Bloodthirster-like, but not exactly like a Bloodthirster. Like, I don't know if he really would have, like, say, a big beast head. I think he would still kind of have maybe like a man head. Maybe wings? I don't know. Would he still be in giant power armor? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know. Be interesting anyway. Enforcer, what I'm wondering is what a Pertabaro, Logar, Angron, and of course Jagati Khan. Don't know. Cruz and Horse are dead. Yeah. Grim, bringing Sanguinius mind the spelling, back seems like it would counteract his entire shtick about being a noble sacrifice. Sure, that too, right? I mean, you know, he's dead. I mean, really, do we need Horus in 40k? No, not really. I think giving us a big Abaddon would be cool, though. I think Abaddon moving up in scale, I think that would be awesome. I think Abaddon would fly off the shelves. Because everybody needs an Abaddon. Or Abaddon, excuse me. Enforcer, if I'm correct, Kris, his body is on Bal. I think, if anything, it would have to be retrieved. His stature from Horus's ship and transferring it to his body. But Zalnos, didn't Angron get banished for a reason? Did he? I don't know. I'm not up on a lot of the other Warhammer novels. God's Ghosts. I pretty much anything Dan Abnett's writing, I'm reading. For the most part. Reziel, rumor mill says that Angron and Fulgrim will get a release. Loyalist candidates being Lion, Russ, Dorn, Khan, Korvax, and Vulcan. Ooh, Vulcan would be cool. Dorn would be cool. Russ would be cool, and the Lion would be cool. Khan would be cool, and Korvax would be cool as well. Korvax would be really cool, actually. They'd all be cool. I mean, every Space Marine chapter getting, a Primarch, or not every chapter, but I mean, all, the ones that are supposed to be alive, getting the Primarchs back would be kind of cool. Especially if you had kind of, kind of a almost like an end times kind of scenario where you had all the Primarchs together fighting on a big battlefield, right? Like a big apocalypse game, and you had all the Primarchs fighting. That'd be cool. That'd be like a really good, fun battle. Especially if you could match their numbers with their living opposites, right? Angron, Magnus, Mortarion, all these guys, right? I think it'd be really cool. I think Games Workshop's got to step up their game a bit, start pumping these releases back out. Never mind Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar is picking up some speed. Let the momentum keep going, right? Let's get some more 40k stuff going again. Never mind this kill team action. Like let's get some proper 40k models. And let's update my Eldar for God's sakes. If Games Workshop, if you're listening, update my Eldar for already. I want plastic aspect warriors. And more terrain. More Eldar terrain. Ghost Starband Deluxe. They should bring back Night Hunter. Half of Kris as a demon. Yeah, but I'm pretty. Isn't Kris dead though? Isn't he murdered? I thought like a Calidus assassin gets him in the night or something like that. Anyway, for Sanguinius, his soul was turned to a gem stature on Horus's ship, like all who perished on it. Believed to revive would take the statue to his corpse on Val and revive him that way. Sure. I think Sanguinius, like Horus, should stay dead. Just like there's no Emperor in the game, right? There's no Horus in the game. Sanguinius should be dead. Some of the guys who are dead should stay dead. You don't need to bring everybody back. Because bringing them back would fundamentally change things. I mean, like, if you really want to play with Horus and, and Sanguinius and stuff like that, play 30k when they were at their peak kind of thing, right? I mean, do that. Ghost Starman Deluxe, if they bring out a 40k con model, we better have a giant Harley for him to ride. Yeah, no, I think a Ducati Con, would it be a bike or would it be like a hover jet bike? Like the jet bikes? I think you'd get a jet bike, wouldn't he? Because that's more consistent with the time. Because like 30k is more advanced, technologically speaking, than 40k. And so wouldn't the Imperium, wouldn't Ducati be flying around on a jet bike? That seems more his speed. Anyway. How we doing? We doing okay? Everything's all right? Oh man. So far, knock on wood, everything has been running well today. Usually when I'm doing my show from my lair, right, it's usually this or that kind of, gets screwed up. This week, I hardwired this computer. Usually when I'm at home, it's because I was on a wireless. I hardwired the SOB, and I mean, I'm looking at my Twitch signal. It's straight across. It's flat. It's been a consistent bit rate. I wonder what my YouTube's showing me. What's YouTube showing me? That's not what I want. That's what I want. Oh, it just gives me green. YouTube says it's green. It's good. Thanks, YouTube. That's helpful. Thanks, YouTube. Good grief. Raziel, hell, Ducati would ride a damn horse and kill everyone else who he didn't care. Oh yeah, you know what, that'd actually be kind of cool. If he rode some sort of cyborg horse, or something that was kind of horse-like, in 40k terms, you know what I mean? Yeah, actually that actually is a very cool idea. If he rode some sort of cyborg horse or some sort of alien creature that is a horse but it's big, obviously to account for how big he would be. That'd be cool. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Kris allowed the assassin to kill him. I just think it would be cool to have him as a kind of chaos equivalent of Sanguinor. Sure. Enforcer, bring back con model with Doom Rider. Doom Rider's kind of cool, but I mean, a little overrated, you know. He's kind of like Ghost Rider, right? He just seems like he was the counter to that. Ghost Rider. Why not just give us Ghost Rider? What time we at here? 1:30. Holy moly, 1:30. We still got plenty of emails to go, so let's jump more into emails. Headphones. Email time. Email time. And of course my thing's not ready. Nope, that's the one. This one is from our good buddy Old Man Logan. Oh, and of course, we always thank Guy Meir Offer, aka Carl, aka Beer Bubble. Check out his channel. That's what it's called, Beer Bubble. If you like yourself some Blood Bowl and some beer. That almost sounds like a commercial. If you like Blood Bowl and you like beer, check out Beer and Blood Bowl. This is an email from our good buddy, Old Man Logan. Hi, Kris. Here is the latest Shadespire warband, the Iron Skull Boys. I wanted to try a couple of different things, like metallic yellow, not gold per se, even though gold is yellow, but I wanted to be more akin to the yellow color scheme shown on the GW site, only with a metallic texture to it. I think metallic luster, I think is the word you're looking for there. Luster. What is this, frickin' Final Jeopardy? I also wanted to experiment with a different skin tone, so that they have more of a blue-green hue to them, rather than the usual greens we see with orc flesh. I am using these models as a start of Destruction Army that I'm fielding for a new Age of Sigmar campaign that is being run out of my local shop. I plan to grow it to include an orc war chanter, an orc weird knob, shaman, weird knob. Does Games Workshop know the names they give their things? A weird knob. It's like a girl, she's going out to date on a guy and comes back the next day, tells her girlfriends, yeah, he was a really great guy, but he had a weird knob. And ultimately some massive Beast Claw Raiders, which are too expensive for me to field at this stage. Enjoy the pics, and as always, your feedback is very much appreciated. Regards, Old Man Logan. And so let's have a look at his boys. I like them. Now, the thing that isn't conveyed in the pictures, and I know because Old Man Logan gave me a preview of these things, is that you don't really quite see the metallic luster, but the kind of greenish hues you're seeing off the yellows, that will be because of the metallic luster. Like the guy on the left, in the far left here, if you look at his feet, you can see the metallics at play on the metal. I really like the skin values are very, very cool. I like how he shaded, used the brown orange in the shadows for the skin. It keeps it a very warm feeling, because again with this metallic yellow, it's a yellow, but it doesn't really feel like yellow. It doesn't feel warm, if that's even possible. The shadows feel warm, but the armor itself does not feel warm. And I'm not sure why that is. I really like it. I like the dry brushing. I like the flesh tones. These kind of instances, I don't think you should be afraid to try a little bit of blood splatter. The gold and brass on the axes, maybe some oxidization, just a little bit of Sotek green thinned out just around the bolt heads and stuff like that in the corners, then finish it off with some Nilic oxide. Especially if you want some more contrast between that yellow and the blue-green. I like the purple. I like Buddy on the right. He's really cool. I like the shoulder pads. Got that red going on. Yeah, like, I mean, like the tone on the Buddy on the right, his skin tone, when we're looking at him at this angle, it's hard to differentiate his skin from the metal. Whereas if we had a bit of oxidization or something, some corrosion on the metal of his jaw, or even blood or drool or something like that, you know, just to give him a bit more of a beat up appearance. Or even hit it with the yellow. Just come in with the yellow by hand and glaze over that surface. But I do really like your choice for shading the skin. Really, really awesome. I think in the future, Logan, if you were going to try this again, if you're going to build more orcs, I think what you might be looking for, especially for shading these things, is an oil wash. Do a pin wash. Basically, you lay down the metals, you lay down the color, you seal it in a gloss, not heavy, but it's enough to seal the model, and then use an oil. You can either use a fine oil brush, like MIG Ammo produces an oil brush where you can apply the oil deliberately, and you can wipe the excess away from the recesses, just so that it doesn't kill that luster on the surface. Because I look at some, like on the biceps and like on his gloves, and it seems like the shade wash got away a bit. Whereas if you'd done that with oil, you could have wiped that away and actually got a very natural looking corrosion kind of look, kind of wear and tear kind of look on it, rather than just, you know, letting it tide mark. Not that it looks bad or anything like that, but yeah, you just be a little bit more deliberate in those areas. Damn, dude, that makes me kind of want to try that on. I think we still have some of these orcs kicking around. Yeah, I really like your choice in shadows, though. That's really, really good. It gives them a lot of life. I dig it, dude. I like it. Thank you for sending that in, Old Man Logan. Awesome work. Look forward to seeing more. And I'm sure we will see more, won't we? What time we at here? Almost 22 minutes left of the show. Any pressing questions in the comments? Rezia, oil wash is awesome. I use Winsor Newton oil paints and a spirit. Yep, exactly. Just make sure you seal the model. In fact, Old Man Logan, if you're curious about it, we'll talk more about it later. I'll show you some. I don't have the products with me today, but I will talk more about it later. Actually, I wasn't planning on going to my office today, but I might go to my office today. Because I have that Harlequin vehicle I still want to finish. I was going to film that. Anyway. John J, love the yellow. Disco Duke, love these. Dark Commission, whatever the wanted effect, they are really cool. Yes, no, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, Old Man Logan had previewed these to me, and, you know, really, really great. I really like them. It's a lot of fun. It was a challenge to make something that didn't quite look gold, you know, but yeah. Disco Duke, I've considered some of these once I've finished all the other projects I'm doing. I like the skin colors. Yeah. Old Man Logan would love to try that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll talk more, old man. We'll talk more. We'll talk more about oil washes. I have a few vids in the vault on oil wash. I think I posted, somebody asked it about it the other day on Discord, and I posted a couple links in the general, I believe, or maybe it was in the question and answers. One of the two, anyway. So you might want to check those, but I do have a couple vids on using oil wash and stuff like that. So yeah. Old Man Logan, thanks for all the kind words. Yeah. Well, everybody. I mean, everybody's right. They look good, man. Dark Commission. GW orc names are Nottinghamshire slang for naughty bits. I know they are. That's deliberate, isn't it? They're doing that on purpose, right? I'm not crazy. Congo Warlord Titan kit in Titanicus is a bit lackluster. Only one weapon option in the kit. Unfortunately, yes. If you get the kit right now, I would highly recommend magnetizing the hard points of the Titan, because there's going to be more options coming out. You know, it's unfortunate that they give you the sprue now without all the options, but yeah, there'll be more options, because I mean, there's still the Reaver Titan to come out. That's still got to come out, and I'm pretty sure the Reaver uses, I don't know, is his weapon separate? Yeah, it's the Reaver and the Warhound. Their weapons are pretty much the same, but it's, yeah, the Warlord, his weapons are different. Yeah, because I mean, it's just, you know, yeah. Anyway, Disco Duke, that was me asking about the oil wash. Yeah, that was Disco Duke asking about the oil wash. Yeah. Aaron Seach, oil washes are fantastic. I make my own. Yeah. Making an oil wash, very easy, very cheap. Doesn't cost a lot. And when you do go pick out the materials, I mean, you spend like, you know, $15 on materials, but you have enough to do 500 armies. Like, you have enough materials there to last you the entire painting lifetime, I think. Raziel, Kris, you dig the new Kill Team? I have not played the new Kill Team. I skimmed the book. I haven't tried it yet. I probably should try and get in on some of that. I probably just whip out some Dire Avengers and you know, have a go. But yeah, no, I haven't tried yet. But yeah, definitely though. I mean, you know, just to get more 40K in, because I haven't played 40K in a while, and I've got like a tournament coming up in like less than a month. I got a big tournament coming up, and I want to get ready. I want to get prepared, mentally prepared. You know, because be going mono a mono with some folk. Raziel, Eldar are limited, unfortunately. Yeah, they are. But, I mean, you know, Eldar have always been limited. Ghost Star Man Deluxe, GW themselves said they designed it to be easy to magnetize for more weapons come out. For when more weapons. Yeah, so, I mean, if you're going to pick up those Titan kits right now, if you're going to pick up Titanicus right now, magnetize the hard points. Raziel, the new ITC? Yeah. Yeah, the tournament? Yeah. It's new ITC. It's over in Toronto, Canada. And it is in the first week of September. And yeah, I've never been to the event before, so I'm gonna check it out. If there's any other Canadians watching, I definitely would recommend come and check it out. It is Sword and Brush. That's the event, Sword and Brush. So if you're in Canada or near Canada, or not too far from Toronto, because I mean Canada's pretty long, right? Pretty big. It's near Toronto, and Sword and Brush. That's the event I'm going to. I'm going to take place in the painting and the tournament. So it's a double competition weekend for me. I'll be fisticuffs all around. Just anyway. Let's get back to the emails. This one, crap is. This one's from Ben Ellis. Hello, Monkey Lord. No longer am I one vet short of a squad. I finally finished off the squad of Stern Guard I got for Christmas, but only just did the last guy, even though the rest were done a month or so ago. The other 4 were previously sent in a while back. Kind regards, Ben. So let's have a look at his Stern Guard. Very cool. Very nice. Like the oxidization on the end of the gun. Everything's nice and clean. Interesting color scheme. Again, love the gold. I like how you do the gold. It's really nice and deep. Nice and deep like. I definitely would recommend a bit of a shade wash in behind the knees on those techno bits, just to kind of bring the separation out. You know what I mean? Interesting color scheme though. The red with the bronze, or deep gold. Not 100% sure what that is, but yeah. I like. Me likey. And I also like that you did the eyes. Oops, where was it? This one? Yeah. Got the eyes painted. Very good. Very good, Ben. Damn, Ben, you're quite a painter, you know that? Damn, Ben. Uncle Ben. Where the hell am I? Ah, here we go. Ah, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Here we go. This is the one you've been waiting for all day. This is from our good buddy Dark Commission. Hi, Mighty One. Mighty One? Mighty One. Well, I set myself a challenge. This is a bust of Kinich Janab Pakal, who was king of Palanek, one of the two main cities of the Mayan Empire in Mexico. Thanks for your skin tone advice on Bugman, Mornfang, and Cadian. I've enjoyed this project as each step has entailed taking risks, i.e. painting tattoos on completed skin tones and etc. I took a couple of hours to get the eyes as good as possible, as each eye slit was around 2/3 to 3/4 of a millimeter wide. I hope you and the monkey enjoy the pic. Cheers, John, aka Dark Commission. P.S. CNC, as always, most welcome. Now this is cool. Let's see here. Should I back this up a bit? Or no, we're not missing too much off his head. Is that his hair on the top, or is that feathers? Looks like hair. But either way, really nice work on the skin. Love all the tone. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, look at the eyes. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. This is really, really good. I love that you got just the slightest reddish brown in the lip. Love his eyes though. He's almost got like amber eyes. Love the necklace. I think I mentioned that last time we were looking at this guy. The tattoo work looks really, really good. The jade stone effect is really, really nice. The necklace, I just love the necklace. I took the time to just give us different variations in the stones, giving us a random yet orderly kind of appearance to it. It feels very, very natural. You gave it a bit of a gloss too, didn't you? It looks like. Very, very nice touch. Very, very nice touch. Yeah. Yeah, very, very nice touch. The hair almost looks like you didn't do anything, but you did do some highlights there, didn't you? Very, very subtle. Very, very cool. The face, though, just blows me away. Really nice. Awesome work. The skin tones are just great. I like your work with the cloth and this on his head. You got that yellow stripe running through the cloth. Is it really not that big? Because that looks like a large flying stand that you have, like a clear stand that you have him on. Is he really not that big? He's only maybe about, what, 4 inches maybe? From the very top to the very bottom? Would I be accurate in saying he's about that big? Really nice work though, man. Again, it's the eyes that really just do it for me. Like, look at that. Like, if you could have captured just some very strong, almost kind of high contrast points, like in at the ends of his eyes, like the crow's feet, you know, just around the nose, the brow, just to kind of bring a bit like a, almost basically introducing those things as textures. Very, very light, not, you know, not super bright highlights, but a bit brighter than what the actual highlight is there, yeah. But great work on those eyes, man. That's fantastic. Awesome work, Dark Commission. Thank you for sending that in. That is very impressive. Now, was that just done for giggles, or was this for a competition? Because either way, very, very nice. And if it is for a competition, I'm sure you'll do very, very well. Sorry, I'm just finding my place there. What time we at here? Oh, 10 minutes left of the show. Jeez Louise, I got still plenty more emails to go. Let's see here. Dark Commission. The eyes, yeah, the eyes bring them alive. Yeah, they do, definitely. It's all in the eyes, man. It's all in the eyes. And in fact, on a larger bust like that, when you did the eyes, if you gave them like a satin or a gloss coat on top, just a very thin gloss coat on top, that would have, like, when you're viewing the model in person, that most likely would have blew people's minds. Wow, look at his eyes. Because it's kind of the piece where, you know, you're looking at him and you're like, are his eyes freaking following me? Like, you know, it's one of those pieces. He's about 4 inches. Okay, so he's about 4 inches. Okay, so he's about yay big. So that's really great, because he's really not that big to pack all that detail, and you got some really great skin tones. Like the skin tones were really nice and subtle, and there were nice transitions there. I mean, you still kept a very nice dark skin tone, and didn't build to a very bright cartoonish kind of skin tone, and you didn't go, you know, cartoony at all. The skin tones felt very, very natural. I mean, like, looking at him, he felt very brown to me. Like, he looked like a man to me. You look North American. So you captured it very well. Reziel, gotta go later, Chris. Come on and finish those emails. Alright, well, I will finish the emails. Disco Duke, it's pieces like that that make me keep pushing myself. And awesome, that is great. And in fact, that is the kind of vibe anybody who wants to get better at this and sees a really great piece like that, that's the feeling you get, that you're like, wow, that's really fantastic. I want to push myself to do like that. And that's great, you know. A lot of times I read comments and somebody posts a really beautiful picture like that, and the first thing they say is, oh, I'll never be able to paint like that, or, oh, you know what I mean? It's something, you know, kind of self-dismissive, and, you know, and I don't like those. I don't like when people just, you know what I mean? Like, I like when people say, wow, I want to paint like that. That's the kind of work I want to do. I want to capture those kind of details. I see a piece like that, and it makes me want to do something like that. And, you know, that's the kind of feelings I hope, you know, we all have. I know sometimes we get to feel like, look at a model and go, man, I'll never do that. Now, mind you, I'll admit, sometimes I'll look at a piece and I'll go, I don't say I'll never be able to do that. I just won't have time to do that. That's really the thing I often say to myself. And so I really should get out of the habit myself as well. You know, saying, I'll never have time to finish that. Because, you know, I gotta make time, right? How can you ever have time if we never take time? Ben Ellis, wow, for 4 inches you got loads of detail in. I know exactly. That's why I was really so impressed with the necklace work, because he painted those little gems, or the little stones, with almost that gem-like stone effect, where like it's low and high, and, you know, the little spot highlight and stuff. I'm impressed. I'm more impressed. I'm impressed, man. Dark Commission. It's only my third piece at this scale, and I think I found my thing. I'd like to produce to sell, and and I think I'm about there. Really? Like, produce the paint job, or are you talking about producing sculptures? Because I didn't know you sculpted. Dark Commission. That bust only took about 30 hours. Okay. Zalnos, any places to order busts in North America? North America? Busts? Crap, is there anywhere to order busts? There's gotta be. There's gotta be somebody in North America doing busts. Everybody I follow on the internet, though, they're all in Europe. They're in Spain, Greece, Germany. But yeah, is there somebody in North America doing busts? That's a good question. Anybody, Zalnos and I want to know. Post in the comments. Leave a comment below. Let us know, because I'm curious too. Yeah, because all the sculptors that I follow on the internet, yeah, they're all like in Europe. I can't think of anybody. There's got to be somebody in North America doing busts. There's got to be. There has to be. I can't think of it. It wouldn't be a big company. It would be somebody small. It's got to be somebody small. Somebody doing garage kits or something like that. Zalnos, only seeing in UK sites from a quick Google search. Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, it's like there's a sculptor in I'm pretty sure he's in Greece, doing some fantastic sculptures. I want to buy a piece from him. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I probably should just stop talking about it and buy a piece. Old Man Logan, scale 75. Yes, has a U.S. presence now, and they sell busts. Scale 75. Yes, that's right. But I wasn't thinking them because I know they're based out of Spain, right? Spain? Yeah, Spain. Yeah. Dark Rich says, I got mine at El Greco Miniatures, UK, but the prices are cheaper for overseas as no VAT charge. Okay. Enforcer says, busts are us. Bust are us. I don't think that's... Why do I get the feeling that that's going to bring you somewhere where you're going to want your safe search on? Old Man Logan, Privateer Press has some as well. That's right, they do. They have a couple of their characters as busts. Good call. Dark Commission, I'm doing a scale 75 Captain Ahab bust at the moment. Cool. John J, does Dark Sword Miniature do busts? I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But a good question, Zalnos. So yeah, Zalnos and I want to know, are there any North American companies or independent artists doing miniature busts? Or even just small busts, like small scale busts. It doesn't have to be anything in particular, right? I mean, well, it could be fantasy or something like that. Sci-fi, you know. Yeah. Alright. Email. This one is from our good buddy, Old Man Logan, yet again. Oops. Showing his freaking email. How did that move on me? Oh, because I was goofing around earlier. That's right. Hi, Chris. I just finished my most recent commission, which is the Lord Celestin from the Age of Sigmar. The customer, once again, wanted Hammers of Sigmar scheme, as you can see. For this project, I just really wanted to focus on painting the miniature the best of my ability, and took more time on them than I normally would for the level the customer paid for. Please enjoy the pics. Please enjoy the pics. Your comments and feedback are greatly appreciated. Regards, Old Man Logan. And so let's have a look at Old Man Logan. Color scheme here. Nice. Nice and clean. Paint's where it should be. Like the gold. Nice and warm. Tassels. White. Just a nice clean paint job. Base looks really cool. I like the texture on the base. Very, very cool. I think in the future, you see how you have like this dark blue? And I was talking about the blues earlier. Why not start off with the mid-tone blue, which is, or even your brightest blue, I suppose. And instead of like, your mid-tone blue, start off with your mid-tone blue, and then with your darker blue, create a shade wash out of it, and just push it up towards where the tassels meet the collar and under the shoulder and stuff like that, and leave it a little bit brighter at the ends, and that way you can come in with your brightest blue and just start at the lowest point of the tassels where the hammers are, and just bring it up and go about halfway or whatever which way up the tassel kind of thing. and just to be a fast way of just kind of getting those done, because it looks like you laid out the darker blue and then you laid the lighter blue on. It looks like you might have dry brushed it. Yeah, and also like I would have stayed darker up near closer to the body and brighter down near the hammers. I'm not saying that what's currently there isn't good. I just, you get a little bit more of a gradient, like more of a gradient to the viewer. But really cool. Thank you, Old Man Logan, for sending that in. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome. What time are we at here? Ah, we're at 2 o'clock. Damn it! I didn't get through all the emails. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get some more emails done. We're going to keep going until I think we're going to keep going until I'm done emails. That's what we're going to do. We're getting the emails done today. One more quick look at the stream. John J. LOL, I accidentally Googled busty miniatures in the USA. Yeah, don't have that on the big screen, buddy. The missus might not really appreciate that one. Unless, of course, she enjoys it. Then have at her. Reaper miniatures have dwarf bust, according to George. See, George, you must do a lot of Reaper shopping, because, man, I never knew Reaper had all these options. I mean, I like Reaper just fine, but I mean, like, you know, I often only go to Reaper when I'm looking for odds and ends, and not really just kind of, you know, browsing their selection. Yeah. Raziel, yes, keep going. Yeah, let's just keep going. Okay, so more emails. There wasn't any pressing comments in the thing. This email is from our good buddy, Zach. Oh, it doesn't show his email. Zach, Monkey Lord, got a picture for the shrine. And of course, I added this picture of him to the shrine. So, anybody who wanted to know who Zach is, do we know what Zach's handle is? Do we know what Zach's handle is? If anyone can tell me what that isn't Zach, tell me what his handle is. Yeah. You'll win a prize. What kind of prize? I have no idea, but you'll win something. But yeah. And of course, Zach sent that in because I keep bugging you guys, and you I know from how many sales I've had, how many people should be sending me pictures of themselves and have yet to. Send me pictures of yourselves in your shirts so that I can fill the monkey shrine up with monkeys, because I want to have lots of pictures of the monkeys. Because, again, Way the Brush isn't about me. It's about you guys. This show is all about you guys. This show is for you guys, and it's about you guys. So, send me pictures of yourselves, damn it. And why are my arms shaking around like a Muppet? Another email. This one's from Tim Walker. Hey Chris, I hope you're well. Apologies for not sending any emails recently. You don't have to apologize. Life has been extremely busy, and I've just managed to get some downtime and start painting more frequently again. I have been keeping up to date with the shows on YouTube. The new haircut looks great, man. Thank you. I noticed that on one of the shows you mentioned that you were a big Iron Maiden fan, and I thought you would find this interesting. Believe it or not, but when I went to school with a son of one of the members of Iron Maiden, and it was his son who introduced me to Warhammer. Pretty crazy, right? Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I thought you might find that interesting. I did find that interesting. That's funny. It's kind of a circle of life symbol. You know what I mean? But anyway. However, please find attached some Blood Bowl minis I have been working on. I have been painting these in assembly line fashion with the aim of getting them done relatively quickly to a decent tabletop standard, instead of getting too focused on each miniature and never finishing anything, which is a problem I suffer from. Me too. As always, CNC is welcome. All the best, Tim. And so here we go, looking at some Blood Bowl miniatures. Boom! Here's the thrower. Love the color scheme. Nice and neat. Not overly complicated. Good skin tones, actually. It looks like he shaded the skin on this. Yeah, that's really good. Straightforward bases. Just getting them ready for tabletop. Very, very cool. When you have like a mostly kind of dark, kind of dominated color scheme like this, it might be kind of fun if you could delicately add little chips to the armor. Just a thought. Very, very nice. This is probably my favorite Blood Bowl miniature. I like the humans. I play humans in Blood Bowl, and this is my favorite model. I just like the pose. This is football to me. In fact, oh, you know what I should totally do? I should probably try and find some the African American heads. I can't remember which company produces them, and replace the head, and do this guy as Antonio Brown of the Steelers, because that's totally the catch that Antonio Brown has done. Oh, nice screen. Yeah, see, you did chipped armor on the red. I'd like to see some on the human team too, just a little bit, not too much. Really nice. Green is striking. Nice and clean. Damn, I gotta get my Blood Bowl stuff put together. And I seen Forge World put out the recent booster pack for the humans. I gotta get that because I like a little variation in my players. I'll have to get that. Very, very nice work, Tim. Thank you for sending that in. Awesome stuff. And yeah, I really don't have anything other than great work, dude. Son of a bitch, I keep showing these emails. This is another one. This is from Waylander. Hi, Kris. Just thought I'd share a few pics and get through your thoughts. Get through my thoughts. Get your thoughts. The first is my Dark Angel Librarian conversion. I used the Black Knight as the base model and then swapped out a few parts from other kits. The second model is a Nid Toxicrene. Toxicrene? I'm still working on. Mainly the carapace is still left to do. I've included a picture of the finished Hive Tyrant for reference on what the army will be fitted into, what is left to do, and what is left to do. I'd love any ideas and feedback you have. Cheers, Waylander. And so let's have a look at his NIDs. Oh, this is a bike. What the? I thought he said it was NIDs. Oh, librarian conversion. Right, I forgot about the first part. I got all excited about the NID talk, and then. So here is his Dark Angels conversion. Very, very cool. I like the axe. Nice, straightforward color scheme. Straightforward paint job. I have nothing to say about it. It's good work. I think you might want to apply a matte sealant onto the model so that it protects the decals, keeps them nice and in place. But otherwise, really great work. Again, straightforward. You know, we don't have to shoot for Golden Demon every time. Oh wow! Look at this color scheme. Those tentacles look alive. Wow, okay, you guys seen this properly? Yeah, you guys are seeing this just fine. Maybe we'll zoom out a bit. Look at this thing. That's cool. I like the little glowy bit that's behind the brain details. I don't know. I have no idea what that's called. But I love the transition in the tentacles. Really, really awesome. Oh, he's squishing some dude down there. I like the brain details. The tentacles are really, really cool. I'd like to know what you're going to do the ends of the tentacles. I think going even just to a very bright pinkish color, I think would be cool. I don't know if you want to go with a blue, like a light blue to a bright, bright blue at the end of the tentacles. That's also another possibility. Yeah. Dang. Oh. Hive Tyrant. Nice work on the wings. Very, very cool. I think I would have done the guns maybe in the yellows or the pinks. Like the little cones that are on the ends of the guns. I'd have gave them the color just to differentiate them a bit. Make them kind of stand out ever so slightly. But otherwise, really awesome work. I like that. What the heck's he called? A toxicrene? Yeah, I think that's a toxicrene. Love the transitions on the tentacles, man. That's awesome. And I like how it's a nice dark body, but the tentacles go really bright. I really like that. That's really cool. The Dark Angel conversion, really awesome. Straightforward, you know. I think it's just, you know, it just works, you know. And it's really great, you know, when you can get a lot of these Forge World kits, you know, that are Forge World kits. Games Workshop kits that, you know, come together so well. Anything pressing in the comments? Very nice tentacles. Disco Duke episode 214. Big busts and gorgeous eyes. Yeah, that'll definitely draw some attention, I think. John J episode 214. Keep your gorgeous eyes off my busty miniatures. Congo, I forgot Kris liked the yucky Steelers. Shut up. And what are you, a Cowboys fan or a Patriots fan? A stupid Patriot fan was cutting me off on the highway there the other day. Stupid little, like a Prius. And he had this big Patriot logo on the back, and his plate was Brady 12. I knew he was an asshole right from the start. This one is from Ramby. Yeah, Ramby. Hey, Kris, how are you? It almost sounds like we're talking like we're from the 1930s. Here's the start of my Imperial Fist Army. I found out yellow is bloody hard. Hey, hey. The way I went was I sprayed 2 thin coats of demonic yellow from Army Painter, not Everland, because that's a bit dark for my liking. Then I painted a layer of Uriel yellow so that layer, not lemonish. I think the yellow on the model became pretty deep and solid. I used Agrax for the shades because I didn't want the model to turn orange. Honestly, I'm not too very pleased with the result, but I think they're good enough for the field on tabletop. How would you, the Monkey King, go for painting Imperial Fist models? Thanks for the tips and for your awesome show. Eric, the yellow eating paint monkey. Eric, the yellow paint eating monkey. I don't know why I had to do it in that voice, Eric, but... and if that's not the sound of your voice, I'm sorry. Okay, so doing Imperial Fist, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you could have spent a little bit more time being a little bit more deliberate with your shade wash, going into those recesses. Another way of being very deliberate is thinning it down with just a little bit of, like, say, lobby and medium, using the shade wash and using the lobby and medium and applying it that way to all the little recesses. Do be cautious of when you are spraying your miniatures with colored primers that you don't over-prime the miniature. If you feel the miniature feels like a little chalky, you've over-primed. If the details are obscured, you've over-primed. So do be mindful. I know it is really, really hard. I often, you know, if you're doing this just for the tabletop, these are fine. These are fine. You could clean up the eyes a little bit, you know, be a little bit more mindful of your details, stuff like that. But otherwise, no, they look fine to me. I mean, you know, again, like I said, I would have thinned the shade wash down a little bit, been a little bit more deliberate. But that just means being a little bit more careful. And if we're going to be a little bit more careful, then, you know, we might as well take the time to do a couple other things, you know. But otherwise, no, it looks fine. It's a nice bright yellow. It's Imperial Fists. You went with brown in the shadows because you didn't want to go for the orange look, which is fine. I mean, some people like the orange look, some people don't like the orange look. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, just spending a bit more time just getting those colors in there, nice and neat. You know what I mean? Like you see, like on the middle guy here, like on the back of the knee, you kind of like jumped out of space there. You know, stuff like that. Some of the shoulder pads, some of the details aren't, you know, completely covered, and you know, like the shade wash, I can see like flicks of the brush stroke, and you know what I mean, like things of that nature. Just, you know, it's just taking a bit more time with it and slowing down. You know, that's it. That's all I would really recommend. Otherwise, for the tabletop, these look fine. Like, as they are right now, they look fine. Nothing wrong with them. But again, if you want to go for a little bit more presentation, then yeah, take your time. You know, don't be in quite a rush. Old man Logan. Crap. Oh, that's what it is, because I got to expand this back out again. That's what that's why it's all off. What time we got here? Holy crap, we're at quarter after. Jeez Louise, I got to hurry up. Hi Kris, here's another model that I just completed. It is Knights of the Shroud, an ethereal steed from Age of Sigmar's Soul Wars box set. Please have a look and let me know what you think. You're a good buddy, Old Man Logan. And so let's have a look at Old Man Logan's efforts here with the Knight Shroud. I like the transition. I like the green. I like the green flames on the ground, and yet it's different kind of green on the horse and rider. Excuse me. I really like. Nice and clean. I like the little transitions you got on the horse flesh. That's really cool. Yeah, DOS is cool. Yeah, I really like that stuff hanging off the horse bones. That's really cool. Well, I see you did a little bit on the hourglass too. That's really cool. It's a nice touch. That's very nice. I like that on the hourglass. You took the time to do the hourglass on the horsey, or on the scabbard, I should say. Really good work. I don't have anything too much to say about it. Just really good. I like the transitions in the horse. Overall, you know, it all works. I really don't have that much to say about it, and I don't know if we talked about it. I don't know if you showed me ahead of time that model, but yeah, again, I think what kind of draws me is that there's the balance on the model of the really bright green on the cloak of the rider, the bright green on the base, and then you have the darker tones on the horse, which gives you this kind of balance of the miniature, you know, which I kind of like. Did you come with that, or was that like prescribed color scheme? This one is from Rumen. Hi Kris. GW Lord of Skulls model wasn't really to my taste, so I decided to give it a go from my perspective. Hope you like, and as always, open to tips and suggestions. Cheers. Oh wow, this is cool. So he wasn't crazy about the Lord of Skulls miniature, so he did it with Imperial Knight. He gave him the big battle axe. Gave him the big beastie head. There's a chaos icon in there. Oh, you got that little icon under the shield too. That's a really nice touch, because I'm pretty sure that comes from the vehicle kit, doesn't it? And some spikies coming up on the shoulders. You got shoulder-mounted weapons on the top there. That's really cool. Little skulls on the base. It's a really effective way of just kind of chaosifying a Imperial Knight, right? Now, what are these bits on the shoulder? I don't know what they're from. Well, these look like they're from like the Forge Fiend or whatever the hell he's called. Really, really cool. I like it. It looks really neat. Does he really need the guns on top? You know what I mean? Does he really need them? I don't think he does. I don't think he needs them. To me, they feel kind of slapped on. And I think if you wanted additional details on the top of the carapace, you could add, you know, some spikes poking through, or some chains, something of that nature. I don't think you need the big Forge Fiend guns on top. I think that's really my only suggestion, is that oops, shoot, I hit the download button. Yeah, I don't think he needs the guns on top. It feels unnecessary. I like it without it. I can see it without it, and it would look cooler. Unless, of course, for some reason, for rules, he needs those guns up there, but otherwise, no. Very, very, very cool, though. Thank you for sending that in. Awesome stuff. And, yeah, I look forward to more. I look forward to another update. Roman. Okay, any other comments? Pressing here? No? No? No! No, we're still talking about busts and gorgeous eyes over there. We're fine. Another email. This one is from our good buddy Zach. Again. Oops. Gotta hide the names. Damn it. Anyway. Monkey Lord, the leader of the monkeys with the brushes and the painter of the painters. The painter of the painters. Painter of the painters. I have a few random pictures here. I took some of my Saint Celestine. Hopefully the pearlized armor comes through more this time in the pictures. I also added the blue to the wings, as you just suggested. I've also added some pictures of the Age of Sigmar daughters of Cain, Melusai, Blood Sisters. What a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Lastly, just for fun, I added a picture of one of the Eldar Guardians I painted and a picture of my kit bashed Surman as a comparison for my first Warhammer. It's fun to see how I've progressed even in just a few years. CNC on all and any is always appreciated. Cheers, Zach, aka Eldari Lamborghini. And so here is his Medusae. Very nice. I like the gold. Very cool. Are we seeing this okay? Yeah, we're seeing this okay. Ooh, Saint Celestine. Very nice. Let me see if I can back up a bit here. Back up for what? Anyway. Again, really nice work on the scroll work. It's really cool. Glowing eyes is really nice. The pearl eyes, yeah, I can kind of see it on her shoulders and the wings. Very, very cool. Ooh, look at this. I like that. I think a little bit more of that deeper green in towards her hairline actually would really kind of separate her hair from her helmet. Just get a bit more separation there. Not too much. Oh, I like the scales. Did you do that on the other one too? Oh, you did too. Damn it. I didn't see that on that one. Yeah, look at the work on the scales. That's very nice. I like that one though. Yeah, the blue in the wings helps. Just a little bit more separation, I think, in the armor from the feathers. Yeah, definitely. He did that effect on all of them. I didn't see that on the first one. It's so subtle. Oh, look at that. Freaking Rattler. That's cool. Ah, Elder Guardian. There he is. Whoa. Very cool. This is Scratch Built Sewerman. Very nice. I like this piece. I like it. It's a Sewerman. It just hasn't hit the gym quite as much as the other version. I like these red and gold ones. I like the best. The Rattler one is really cool, but I think I like the red and gold. I don't know if you needed the black belly. You actually probably could have went with, say, almost like a tan color for the belly. Either way, really great work. Thank you, Zach, for sending those in. Awesome stuff. Really fun. Awesome. This one is from Ben. And I gotta adjust this frickin' screen again. Oh, my lord. Anyway. Hello, Monkey Lord and the monkeys. Here is this week's offering. First one is of 5. I intend to enter my first painting competition at the local store. I've never painted anything competitively before, so hopefully I can use this as a learning tool. Failing, that is being fun. Failing, that it's being fun. Feeling or failing? Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with failure, right? I mean, so he's entering for competition. So he's getting here one of his little Space Wolves. And I think he may place with this. Depends on how much, stiff competition. But, I mean, I like the style. Some might not like all the dry brushing. Depends. But I mean, like, very controlled instances of dry brushing. They're very good. Like on the Terminator here. But like, say for example, like on the leg. You see how it looks like we lose a bit of the transition on the leg there? See, on the tail it looks really good. But on some points there it gets kind of lost. On the Terminator he looks good. You might get judged on mold lines and stuff like that. Like I can see that one mold line on Terminator's leg. So be mindful of those kind of things in the future. But these are the kind of nitpicky things that you got to consider when, going for competition type standards. I think you should place. I can easily see you placing. Oops. Oh, that was the third. Okay. And it's a fun scenic base. I think you may do well. And good luck, Ben. And hopefully you do well. And this is going to be the last email. Last email! This is from Disco Duke. Hey, Chris. Just a quick update on my diorama. Even though we've done the update already. This is another update because that's how far back we were. I've done a few more bits since last email a couple weeks back. If you want to see a progression from the last email to link together, any CNC would be welcome. For the next stage is probably the rock icon in the background, going to possibly use Citadel Technical Gemstone paints to fulfill the symbol inscribed in it. I would say don't do it. Don't use the technicals if you can paint the effect. If you can't paint the effect, if you absolutely cannot paint that effect, which I can't imagine why you couldn't, then no. But I wouldn't use the gemstone technicals to give you that gemstone look. Here we are. Let's get the full view going here. Full view? Yeah, full view. There we go. And so here, oh, you got the little barbecue going on, cooking some meat. Beastman charging forward, very cool. Yeah, that tree, like I mentioned before, in the tree in the middle, yeah, I think I would like to see the right half of it kind of greenish and the other half brownish, dead, dying kind of thing. And I see what you did with the wool. You put the foliage on it. I got you now. I got you. Okay. So, what I said earlier about this, disregard. Nice work on the barbecue. I like that. I like the little handprint on his face. That's cool. It's very cool. Again, remember when I was before in the show, I was talking about the color saturation on the Beastmen? I don't know if I would use bright blues or anything like that that would look close to what is going on Orion. The colors on Orion that are predominant, the light browns, that striking turquoise color, and the bright greens, I would save those for Orion and his environment that is surrounding him. And the Beastmen should definitely be in darker, scummier kind of colors, almost Nurgle-esque, right? They're bringing plague and stuff like that. And I think you should also think of your composition in that regards as well, in the color usage, because that will convey, again, that idea further, that the Beastmen are bringing plague and destruction and all that. So, yeah. That was it, right? Woohoo! Got through all the emails, and it's only half hour over the show. If you're brand new to this, I better check comments before I end the show. I was just gonna jump right into my ending spiel. Dark Commission says, "Nice, Ben. Good luck." Yeah, good luck, Ben. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Ghost Star Mandela, personally, I think the black belly contrasts well with the red. Sure. But I mean, like, with the gold and all that elements and the bright hair, it didn't feel necessary. I mean, you could have went a bit brighter on the belly. But yeah. Disco Duke, I could drop the shades down on the beast. Yeah, just kind of desaturate them. Don't make them so vibrant. And that's what I was talking about earlier, is that just taking their colors down a bit. The shaman can be a bit brighter because you do want to have him as a point of focus, because really it is that conflict between him and Orion, and the beastmen are all kind of coming in and attacking, right? So you can play with it in that regards. And that's really where we start to really think more about our color and our color usage in the in painting, right? So okay, hold on, we'll share this one real quick because John just sent this one to me. Here's John. This is John J. Here's John J in his lab, his Beats lab, in his workshop, in his lair. John J in his Way to the Brush shirt, looking oh so masculine. As it were. Thank you, John. I'm going to add that right away to the Monkey Shrine. Don't you worry. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I want to thank everybody for watching. Of course, I always want to thank my patrons. I want to thank Carl, a.k.a. Beer and Blood Bowl, a.k.a. Guymere Alfer, for, the email jingles. If you're brand new to this hobby, you have some questions, you want some help on a painting scheme, you're a commissioned painter, you want some exposure, for whatever reason, send your emails to Kris@miniwargaming.com. It's in the description below. Of course, you can join us at waythebrush.com, which is the central hub of everything Way the Brush. We've got links for the Discord, which is awesome, links for the Instagrams, the Twitters, the Facebook page, which is also another place where you can post things and, share. And really, again, like I said earlier, Way the Brush is all about you guys. I wouldn't bother doing this show if it wasn't for you guys. And, so, again, you guys sending me emails is fantastic. I'm all caught up on emails, so feel free to send me more emails right now. Just like John. John just sent me an email, and I just did it. So, again, I'm like 100% on top of the emails now. 100%. Got through everybody. And, yeah, so join me on waythebrush.com. Of course, also there you'll see links to t-shirts, just like John here, who looks so masculine. I mean, look at this guy. He looks like an actor. What actor does he look like? He looks like an actor. Or maybe it's a football player I'm thinking of. Either way, if you want to be smart, if you want to look smart and look handsome and look like a well-rounded individual, like John here, he's wearing a Way the Brush shirt. And that's how it's done. Right like that. John is showing you. John is leading the way. How to look like a true aficionado of everything good and holy in this world. Be like John. Anyway, waythebrush.com, links to the t-shirts. They help the cause out. And of course, if you really want to help me out, Patreon. I want to thank all my Patreon supporters. They're so fantastic. They help keep the upgrades going. I recently had to pay a whole bunch of stuff for the websites and all the other gibbly-gook. And yeah, so I want to thank patrons because, of course, they help keep all these things fun and exciting. And, again, I mean, like I said, like, I wouldn't do this because I wouldn't do this without you guys. If you guys weren't into this, then I wouldn't bother. I got other stuff I could be doing. Not stuff I'd rather be doing, but other stuff I could be doing. Yeah, I'd probably rather be doing. No, just kidding. Was that it for our closing spiel? I think so. Take care of your brushes. They'll take care of you, and I'll see you guys next week. Next week? Yeah. Oh, and for the patrons, our paint-along, we will be doing it tomorrow at the usual time, 1 o'clock. And, of course, meet on Discord. Yeah. Discord, man. Discord seems to be where everything's happening, right? And, of course, we always usually end up jumping onto Discord after the show just for, kind of an after show kind of combo. And so, yeah. Is that it? I don't know, this is one of the longest outros I think I've done. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to go grab a beer, I think. I will see you guys later. What are you guys still doing here? Go home. Get off. Go to Discord. Join me on Discord. I'll be on Discord. I haven't started it up yet. Do it. You know you want to. Just do it. Nobody will think less of you. Or any more or less of you. Maybe they don't think quite highly of you to begin with. You don't know. Do you? I doubt it. You don't seem smart enough. Because you're still here.